right this morning? Are y'all doing all right this morning? Yeah. Can you talk back to me? All right. Miss Keisha. Thank you, sir. I'm doing well. It's good to see y'all. Y'all ready? All right. So our social media debate. Our parents are going to judge. So make sure whatever you say, you back it up, explain your position, and we'll give both teams the opportunity to do so, okay? All right. Y'all ready for the first question? All right. Who do you think is looked upon more negatively in social media, girls or boys?
Boys.
Oh, all right. Well, let's start right here. Yes.
Girls.
Okay, you have to tell why.
Because we're held to a certain standard. Like some girls are held to a standard by their parents. Like, oh, you need to be this in life. You need to be this. Like what I want you to be. Some girls are just like laid back and chill.
Okay. All right. So let's get a boy to give their response. Okay. Who do you think is viewed more negatively, girls or boys? Okay. You got a response right here. Go ahead, young man.
He's got to be one of our teenagers.
Oh, teenagers. I'm sorry. With my
Because they weren't in on the conversation.
With my teens. You coming though. You getting there.
Stand up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we talking about the subject of a male or female.
Who do you think is viewed more negatively? Males or females? Okay, females.
Okay, so
And tell us why you think
as
that.
a male, we don't pose some of the negativity that some of the females generate.
Okay.
So as a female, I feel like there's a little more of the back than it is more of the front
Okay.
that we would like to see.
All right, y'all hear that? Do the ladies have? Okay. All right. So we're gonna respect everybody's opinion.
All right,
Ladies, is there a counter? Is there a counter to that plan? Ladies. Okay, right here. Yes. Okay, let's listen.
I think it's actually both, because us girls post stuff and boys post stuff, but I think it's more of the boys because they're in the mix of it all. It's just not just the girls that are starting off drunk.
Okay.
It's most of the boys that are basically sitting there like, oh, she talking this to this person and all that. And they're mostly provoking the situation in this girl.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. She has spoken. Let's give someone else an opportunity. Anybody else want to give a response to that? Young man? You want to respond? Okay. Y'all give him a chance to speak. Go ahead, sir. You agree with what?
Because, I mean, the girls are portrayed negatively because of the things that they do happen to post in like behind closed doors or open doors.
Okay.
But I don't think it's all male fault, like you said. You know, we don't look at stuff, but it is women crying. It can be people possibly. Yeah.
So very good. We're going to move on to the next question. This is good discussion, good debate. All right. Should you promote God on social media? Why or why not? Should you use social media to promote? We are in church. We are Christians. So should you use social media to promote God? And I think I started with the girls first the last time. So I'm going to start with the guys, okay?
Absolutely. I don't see why not. If we do, we could retain, you know, I'm going to hurt the guys a little bit. But, you know, not necessarily my guys, because, you know, my guy's cool. But, you know what I'm saying? We could retain some of the violence that is out in life. You know, most of the violence is because of people have broken home and lost hope.
Okay.
You know, you get somebody like God, you know, the Spirit of God, who gives a God, you know, you can retain some of that violence. So, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I would do that.
All right, young ladies, yes, ma'am.
I feel like we should promote God on the social internet because if you say that you are a true follower of God, then you wouldn't have no issue of broadcasting Him through your walk or the words that you say. And the Bible says, deny me before men and I'll deny you before my Father. But if you somebody before your friend and then, you know, I'll just think about it. So I feel like it's the one with your blessing. Not Him to deny you, you know, broadcasting through your broadcasting.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Ladies. Okay, we're going to clap for men. All right. Is there another conversation or position on social media and God from the men?
Men?
Men, anything else? He has his hand up, all right. Yeah. Minister Gracie, you have your hand up. I don't see your hand up, but okay.
Why he volunteered?
Okay, ladies, let's give him an opportunity.
He's
Social
gonna-
media, that's like that influence. Everyone, all the teenagers, young kids, even now, that's the most influential thing. So if you promote it on social media, everyone's gonna see it and everyone's gonna know what your lifestyle is, what you believe, what you follow. So they're not gonna question you if you go out and do something later.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, a final comment from the ladies. Yes.
I don't think that it's necessary to promote it. I think it should be evident in like what you do on social media that you are living a life of God, and that the stuff you do, like Romans 12 says, to prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God.
All right,
I think
awesome.
it's
It should be evident in your walk. All right, very good. Very good. All right, next question. All right, so talk about the negative versus the positive, and we kind of talked about some positive already, but the negative versus the positive aspects of social media. Okay, we'll start with the ladies. With the ladies. Okay,
What? Calm down.
hey guys, we're gonna give you a chance. Okay, ladies.
The negative side of social media is suicide because
Okay.
people bully.
Okay.
And
So cyberbullying.
yeah, and the positive aspects is you know that you're doing it right. Like if you go to like apply for like college or whatever, and they see your grades and they see what's on your transcript and what's on your page, and they know that you're the right.
Okay, all right, very good. Gentlemen, discuss the positive versus negative aspects of social media. I want to give somebody else a chance. Anybody else want to share, gentlemen? Anybody? I'm looking at everybody. You have something to add? Positive versus the negative aspects of social media? Speak up for us.
Some negatives can be how the women show themselves off, like their weight. They don't need to be showing off what they got. Cover it up.
Okay, oh, wait, hold it, ladies, hold it.
I'm talking.
Okay, go ahead, we got you.
I have the floor.
You have
Keep going.
The way they show off their bodies, I think is very inappropriate.
Okay.
They just showing off too much, showing their belly. Cover that up.
Okay, okay. So women show too much on social media.
Men do too.
Okay, he said men do too. Okay,
So,
okay,
men show too much too. Cause
okay,
can I talk about positives?
okay. Some positives.
Yes, positive. You can keep in contact with professors and teachers, or even your I keep in contact with my supervisor. I have a job. You can keep in contact with your supervisor about your work schedule, or just your professor or your teacher. The homework assignment people got.
Okay.
Keeping it people get.
Okay. All right. So way to connect with employers, professors, teachers. Okay. Ladies. Right here. Well, I'm trying to get somebody, a new person. Let me get you. Yes.
I think
Thank you.
positive, I mean, social media is really about like talking to your friends or whatever. That's
Okay.
pretty much what social media is, talking to people. But I think most of the negatives is like what people put up there can be like insulting, disrespectful, and with the girl and guy appropriateness putting stuff up there, it's about like I'm not gonna say it's even because at times girls do more at times and the guys do more at times, but like I think they're both a problem.
Mhm.
Like we just do both sometimes.
Mhm.
But I think there's definitely more negatives about social media because like we were talking about in there catfish. Like you be talking to somebody and like
Right.
a game or something, thinking like they're cool, whatever. They don't even they can be like a 40-year-old man or woman.
Right.
And it's like a problem. Bullying, depression, suicide, threats, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. A final response. social, positive and negative aspects of social media. You want to respond? Okay.
For positives, I would suggest, for positives, you can communicate with people who are not always close. Also, like, like social media such as LinkedIn, you can put your resume to it and the employer is able to see your stuff.
Right.
And your character, who you are, and your special qualities or traits from that. But the negative consequences of having that would be beef, like I guess Twitter beef or Facebook fights. But also negative consequences. I think most of those come from the users or the people getting too comfortable or too naive with the social media, and they start to post stuff before they think about it or whatever, and that comes a consequence because everyone sees that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. We're gonna move on for the sake of time to our last question. So we'll start with the boys. I think you get this question. All right. So, do you think your parents should have access to your social media? Do you think your parents should have access to your social media? Start right here. Yes. You said yes. Okay. Hey, ladies. Might end up in some trouble. Okay. So you said parents should have access. Okay, ladies. Let me get somebody I hadn't heard from. Have I heard from you, baby?
Lyric.
Lyric.
Are
I heard from my four guys. Is there anyone else who want to give other people a chance? Okay, let's hear from you. Should parents have access to your social media? Yes or no, and why not? Why not?
I believe that they should.
Okay.
If you're acting right, if you're conveying what you're doing, full access.
Okay. Okay. Nothing to hide. All right. Yes, Cameron.
Me, I think no, because
Okay.
everybody should have their own space of somewhat privacy. I mean, sometimes parents can get into stuff like that's not necessarily a big problem until they make it a big problem.
Okay.
Like sometimes they'll tell you to unload the dishwasher, be like, okay, I'll do it, watch the TV, and then come back, forget to do it, and then be like, hey, I told you to unload the dishwasher.
Is that a real example? Is that really happening? Okay, did you finish, Cameron? Did you finish? Okay. Okay, and ladies, right here.
I think they should. I mean, if you know you're not supposed to be doing something, you should obviously like not do it. Okay. So yes, parents should have access because like you already know what we're not supposed to do. So you shouldn't be like having to hide it.
Okay.
And but on the other side, we do get to have some privacy. But as my mom said, as long as you're living under my roof, you know, and I doubt we're paying all the food bills.
Right.
We'll be destroying them.
Okay, all right, very good. So what we're going to do now, and I love